Oh, it's Sunday evening and it's warm. Well, let's see if anybody joins me. Alison, hello. It's good to see you. Hi, Nikki. It's good to see you too. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Mandy. Oh, there we go. I thought everybody was out sitting in their gardens. But hi, Owen. But we got a few people in, which is nice. Very nice. So I'll give it another minute just to see if anybody else pops in. Hi, Lucy. And then we'll get going and do some things. Hi, Angela. Let me know if my fan's too noisy and I will turn it off because it's for me in here it's quite noisy. I can hear it quite loudly, but I don't sometimes you know, when you're streaming, they're clever things and they can make noisy noises quiet. So just let me know if it's too noisy. Hi, Carol. Right then. Hi, Julie. Right, I'm going to crack on and do some things. So I got myself one of the lovely Dilutions journals, which, wow, lovely gorgeousness. Oh, so nice. So I thought I'm going to do my first page. Hi, Di. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Gail. Oh, brilliant, Alison. That's really good to know. Hi, Neil. Right, so I've got my new journal and I thought I'm going to do my first page in my journal with you guys. So I look at this. Aren't they lovely? They've got a little pocket for you to put things in. And then I've got all my pages and it's really lovely. Lovely paper. But I'm not going to start on the first page. I'm going to come in a bit because I always find it a little bit intimidating starting on the first page. I don't know why. I just do. I just, you know, there's always that fear that it's going to go terribly wrong. So I just think I'm going to start further in and then I don't have that fear of it being the first thing that anybody sees. Hi, Pat and Puglet. Hi, David. So yes, so I've started a little way in. Let's start even further in. Why not? Let's do it. So I'm going to do a page in my book. I'm going to put it to one side because there are a couple of things I want to do before I start sticking in that. Now, I don't know if you have these, the Art Inspirations Vivid Inks. They're very cool. They're fun to use on their own, but I have discovered a new way that I really like using them. And what I've done is I've decanted them into spray bottles and I've done them at a 50-50 ratio. 50, whatever I put in of water, I put it's probably more like 60-40, probably 60% water and 40% ink. And I've just done little ones because I didn't know how they were going to behave in the spray bottles. So hi, Kathy. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Hi, Brian. Hello, darling. Hi, Julie. Yeah, so I've decanted them into these spray bottles, and like I said, I've added water, and I decanted them yesterday, and I've had no problems today with the the nozzles or anything like that, because I was slightly concerned because I hadn't put these into spray bottles before. I was slightly concerned as to if it would work or if they'd gum up inside the sprays or anything like that, and they haven't. It's been over 24 hours and they haven't gummed up, so I'm happy. And I love sprays, so that makes me even happier. Hi, Pam. And if you, I think there are spray bottles on the landing page of the website. So if it's something you fancy doing, there are spray bottles available. So I'm going to start by spraying on here, and you'll see why when I've done it. So, oh, I love that. Now, what I do with all of my sprays, my Distress Oxides, any spray I use, when I'm using it, I have a pot of water and I just dip the head into water and give it a wipe with my manky old cloth. You don't have to use a manky old cloth, you can use a nice cloth. But that's what I do, and that's how I keep, not all of my sprays are great, but it's a good way of using them to keep most of them great. It gives you a bit more life than you would normally get. So I've used the yellow of those inks, and I've got the green there. And again, just popping the nozzle into some water and tapping it off and giving it a little wipe with my manky old cloth. And then I want some pink on here as well. Oh, I like that. Right, don't forget to dip, Rachel. There we go. Watching on my phone. Oh, Debbie. Oh, well, thank you for watching. Hi, Sylvia. Yeah, so, and the Tim Holtz Mister bottles, those little ones, will be a good size to experiment with things like that. And of course, there are the woodless watercolor pencils that you can decant into spray bottles as well. I haven't done that yet. I've made some watercolors out of mine so far, but I haven't decanted them. I think I'm going to put a bit of purple on this as well. Not too much, but yes, I like that. So I'm going to give that a quick dry off. See, and even with lots of water in those sprays diluting them, they're still really lovely colours. There we go. Get this dry. And underneath as well. Ooh, it's doing a really interesting thing there. I'm getting some little bits of movement from using the heat gun, which I rather like. So we're semi-dry now, semi-dry. Let's give that a little wipe. Oh, sorry. That was a bit of a that was a scary moment then. I thought I'd lost you all. I have no idea what happened, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Right, so I've sort of dried this, and I should really dry it fully, but you know, and I'm just putting some water on here now, just giving it a little plop here and there, and then I'll get a bit of kitchen towel because I can, and lift up that wet and some of the wet ink as well, and it just, you get some very interesting effects from it. I did one last night with salt. I'll grab it in a minute and show it to you, and I really like the effect. So I'm just making sure this one's dry now because I'm going to stamp on this. There we go. I am back in the room. Oh, no sound. Hang on. There should be sound. Yes, there must be sound because Sylvia heard what I said. Right, so there we go. So I've used the sprays, and I really, really love what they do. I love the colours. I think they're just smashing. Let me get there's a salty, messy one. That one I sprinkled rock salt on it, and left it to dry. So you can get some really fab effects. Right, let's wipe the side, and now I'm going to get I haven't had the heart to cut this up yet, and I don't think I will until I keep promising myself I'm going to iron some velvet on it, so I'm not going to do anything. Oh, thanks, Di. Brilliant. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to cut it. I really like the idea of cutting it up and having the individual stamps, but I really like the idea of having one big one as well. So I don't know. So I'm using my favourite, which is Portobello, on this. And just get this nice and inky. Let's ink that up. There we go. And then I'm getting this is the what we just did with the inks. And now when I'm doing this, I'm trying to be what's the word? Quite firm and confident in my. I know, Lucy, I could get a second one, couldn't I? I could. I know, Debbie. I know, it's murderous, isn't it? So, and I've got somewhere, where is it? I've got my little doofer here, which is quite helpful. But you want to be, when you're stamping like this, you can't sort of dilly-dally with it. You have to plonk it down. Right, so I've stamped that, and then what I want to do is I want to cut these leaves out and edge them with some ink. So, and I'm not going to do that because I've already done that to save you the torture of watching me cut out all those leaves. But they're quite easy to cut out because some of them haven't got sort of definite lines, so that you can make your lines up. Well, I made my lines up. So so I did these. Oops, dear me. Careful, Rachel. Excited and throwing things around. So I did these earlier, and in anticipation of this live. And so I did exactly the same. I sprayed on my cardboard and stamped and then cut them out. And I was looking at them and I was thinking, ooh, you could add sparkly stuff on these, couldn't you? You could add what are they called? Those little squeezy bottles, stickles. You could smear some stickles on there if you wanted sparkly leaves, or any other of the nice sparkly things. But anyway, that's my leaves already, which I will be using. And I've got my journal. Oh my giddy aunt. Right. I'm working in quite a small space, which I would that's my ordinary space, is quite a small space. So you have to bear with me as I carefully make sure I put everything where I want it to go. Right, I'm going to have a look at Go Wild and Kind. Oh, I did. Oh, Angela, hello, lovely. That's it. It's a Baron. That's what it is, Julie. It is. I love a Baron. They're really good. They're handy for stamping and gel printing and all sorts. So I'm looking through these papers because I'm going to want to use something from here. And I'm also going to use something from the Ciao Bella Hello Fall because I'm a bit in love with that. And we're going to sort of put it all together. Now, there was a paper I saw that I thought would be perfect. Where are you? Where are you, perfect paper? Ooh, there you are, perfect paper. I want this one. Let's get these other ones out of the way. I have to be careful where I put things because otherwise once I finish the live, I will have hemmed myself in to where I'm sitting. And that's no good if you want to get out of your room in a rush, is it? So I'm going to use this paper, sure. I'm also going to, and there's, Mandy's got a special on some of the Stamperia. Some of the Stamperia pads are on a special. There we go. That's right. 15% off 6 of the Stamperia collections from earlier this year. And this, I want to call it something different to what it's called. I keep wanting to call it Enchanted something, but I know it's not. What is it? It's Hidden Grove. Hidden Grove is part of that. Right, so I want to use this and I want to use so many things. So many things. It's so difficult to choose. Right, I'll put the rice papers to one side, don't it? Because there are other things I want to do. Because I know. I want to use her because I love her. I feel like she's my spirit animal. And when I was looking through these junk journal ephemera doodad books are blooming brilliant, aren't they? I love them. This is the first one I've used, and I've got to say I love it. Oh, I'm going to want that. Give me a pair of scissors, please, Rachel. Right, I'm going to want some pumpkins, and I'm going to want some mushrooms. So I'm afraid there may be a little bit of cutting. But I think there's some mushrooms in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I cut 2 pages at once. Oh, what did I cut? I cut a bit of that. Oh, a bit of the bookmark. Oh, I'll keep it in there because I will be able to stick that back in. It'll be fine. Right, now, note to self, make sure there aren't 2 pages together. And I want another pumpkin. Once we get all these little prep bits done, it will all kind of come together. I'm going to cut those little mushrooms off there as well. There. And oh, that's really pretty. Ooh, I might do that bit as well. Yes, I'm going to. It will make sense when I put it all together now. Let's turn it round. That will be easier. I was only going to get one bit out of here, but they are so good. So good and so easy to use. Right, now let me get the image that I actually want out of here. Do you have any of the wax seal kits? Oh, I love a wax seal. Absolutely, Julie. I'm not even slightly phased by it. Yes, pumpkin season is upon us, and I'm very excited about it. To be honest, I'm excited about the weather cooling down more than anything. That's going to be a relief. Right, this is what I wanted. Now, this image is lovely, and I'm going to try and cut it in such a way that that I'll be able to give her a slightly different hat, because I want this hat for that old lady. I think, yeah, because she's got such a pretty face, this girl, and there are several hats in this book that she will be able to wear quite happily, so I'm not worried about cutting that off her. Oh, these animals are so cute in here, aren't they? Right, toadstool, thank you very much. And I'll take that one as well while I'm at it. There we go. Oh, it's coming together already. Right, let's get to work with these bits first and see where we go. I'll show you what I wanted to do with this. I love her so much. She's got these things have got a little bit of a sheen to them. If you don't like a bit of a sheen to things, which, I'm a bit, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Oh, the frog was just the best. Well, he is the best. I love him. I love him. Yeah, you can't beat a wax seal, can you? I do have them. So all I'm using is some, this is collage medium, distress collage medium in matte. And I'm just rubbing a bit of this on here with my finger, and it will mattify it. So I haven't got the shine. And I do that with the stickers as well. I rub a bit of this on there, and then they're not shiny. Sometimes I like a shiny thing. I'm not adverse to a shiny thing. I can be a bit of a magpie if it sparkles. I'm all over it. But other times I just want it to be matte, and that is one of those times. I gotta say, I like a wax seal, Mandy. I'm a big fan. Right, so we've got her, and that will dry, and she'll be a little less shiny. And then I'm going to cut out this hat, and you don't have to be super accurate with your cutting out, because don't forget, edging with a bit of ink will hide a multitude of errors. There we go, and I'm just... Oh, and I love mixing and matching like this. There we go, around here. Now let's see how this is gonna... She's a little bit sticky still. Can I make this work is the question. Can I make this work? Now, if her head goes in there, oh, we need a little bit more. I'm gonna have to tailor this a little bit. But I just really wanted to wear it, so I think it's worth it. How am I going to put that? Oh, I think I can get away with that. I'm going to cut her ear a little bit of surgery. Cut her ear a bit, and then I can dip that down a bit there, and it works. Yay. Right, I'm just trimming that ear a little bit. I didn't quite cut it flush. There we go. So that will be all right. Let's get a little bit of glue on there. Lucy, I know. Oh, I know. There are so many wonderful things out there, aren't there? It is really hard sometimes. All right, let's get this little hat on here. All right. There, I think that will be okay. It's a little bit on the big side, but I think it'll be okay. And she still looks happy about it. So, oh, yes, happy days. Right, so I've done that. I've got my leaves. I want some of this paper, and I want to rip it because I don't want it to be completely... Let's do a little bit of a ripping. Now, and that will go there quite nicely, I think. Let's just cut that little bit off. She looks lovely. I just want to sit by a roaring fire, drinking copious amounts of tea and eating hot toasted crumpets. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the glossy vibe. Sometimes, sometimes it's appropriate, but I'm not, I like to have the choice. I like to be able to do what I like. Right, let's try that again. I have to trim it because it wasn't quite... Oh, you see now that's bothering me because it's not quite right. So what I'm going to do is, if I rip it across here like that, then I don't mind that it's not quite perfectly sitting. Right, let's get some ink on this. I've got everything here to the side of me in a right pile, so it's bursting for a craft lunch. Oh, thank you, David. Thank you. They are such beautiful papers. I had a low, and the molds. I had a blast with molds. And I used one of the art inspiration molds and combined it with the Dewdar Grove ones. Right, that is in place now. So let's stick that. I'm going to just stick this down. I'm just using some glue that I had just on my desk. It's not anything in particular. There we go. Let me stick this in place. Right. Love that. It's got that whole warm vibe to it, hasn't it? That whole you know, getting warm, getting snuggly. Now I'm tempted to put that on there, that little bit that was left. And I think I will. Right, where's that glue gone? They do Grove would hold tackle. I'm a bit slow, I'm afraid. I'm very literal, so it does take me a little bit of time to get jokes sometimes. Is that going to be enough glue, or am I going to need to? Let's put that on there. Lovely. Should have edged that with a bit of ink, but it doesn't matter because we're going to do lots of bits in between. So let's just make sure that's going to stick there. Stick. What's that? I still have alcohol inks I bought many years ago. Never really had a use for them, but I like the colours and have. Oh yeah, I love an alcohol ink. Love an alcohol ink. And dye. In the shop, there's that the alcohol lift ink pad, and you can do some amazing things with that. There you go, Gail. Sorry. So I've just ripped that bit off the piece of paper and stuck it down on there. And I'm quite happy with how this is going so far. Then I'm going to use some of these spray inks, I think. I'm going to just cover this side up because I'm only doing one page. I'm going to start with the yellow because I always think it sort of gives a hint of a sun or a moon or some sort of light source. So I kind of quite like that. And then the pink again, give that a dip. And oh well, next time I'm on, I will make a point of using alcohol inks because I really love them a lot. And purple. I should have done this from a little bit further away, I think. It'll be all right, though. It'll be all right. Give that a little wipe. And then a bit of blue. And I'm going to be adding a lot of other things to this, so I'm not too hung up on it, but it's nice to get some colour down. Right, let's dry this off. There we go. Yeah, Sylvia, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But it's nice if we start. Let's start using them. So I reckon it's. I am a bit obsessed with my gel paint, but I will endeavour to do some alcohol ink things too, because I've got that the ink pad that draws off the alcohol inks as well, and I keep meaning to use it and I haven't, so I will definitely do that. There we go. Gonna dabble some of this, I think. Just dab it off, just to make it quicker to dry, really. Has anyone bought the new? No, Wendy, I haven't, but they are on my wish list. They are so high on my wish list. I can't even tell you. Oh, I want them so badly. I really do. They look amazing. So I've just noticed I've sprayed ink on my die cutting machine beside where I'm working. So I just wanted to wipe that off because I will be sorry if I don't. There we go. Right, so I've got my ink down. Now I need to add a little bit more interest. And there are a few things that I want to bring in. I do want to bring this stencil in because I really love it. And potentially this one because it works really, it is the plaid, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with this stencil. And how shall I use it? I think I'm going to use, I'll get, oh, do you know, I just had a little moment then because I thought, oh no, I haven't got my ink pads. And because I keep all my big ink pads in a big ink pad holder, but it's not close to my desk. I do have to reach to get it. And then I remembered, haha, I have my mini oxides right near my desk. And I love that. I love these little oxides, and that you can have all of this color so close to your fingertips to play with. I just think it's brilliant. Right, I'm going to go for I'm going to go for some Rusty Hinge on this one. And I'll do it on this because this has got stuff on it already. And again, I don't know if you remember me mentioning it before, you want to feel for which side is the right side of your stencil, because the wrong side will have a little lip on it. Right, that's the right side. And it's not that, you know, I mean, it will still work, but it just won't be as, the lines won't be as crisp because you've got that little edge sticking up. Right, so I've inked that up, inked my stencil up, and then I'm going to spray it with water, and I'm going to plop it down on top of this. Oh, it's lovely Glenys here as well. Hi, Glenys. There you go. So I'm going to push this down. So I'm stamping with my stencil. Oh, yes. Yes. So we've got some of it that's sort of following the lines, some of it that's doing its own thing. I like that. Right, I'm going to do the same again on this little piece as well. There is ink still on here, but I want to get a bit more on there, so I did. And then I'm just going to spray that with some ink, and I'm going to put that one here and pressing it down with my kitchen roll. Oh, there we are. There. Oh, loving that. And then there's a little bit of ink left on here, so I'm going to give it another spray and just sort of indiscriminately use that ink up because I can. There we go. And then I'm going to give it a dry before I add more to it. There we go. So I've got all sorts going on there at the moment, but it will all come together quite nicely as we add all of our elements. Now I want to go for, I think I'm going to go for, I think I might do a bit of seedless preserves. And I know that seems quite a garish colour to put on there, but I think it's going to work with everything else that I've got planned. Right, and again, I'm just feeling my stencil to make sure that I've got it the right way up, and then inking it up. And I'm not worrying about inking the whole, I'm not worried about inking the whole stencil, but just get a bit on there. And then I'm going to put that one down there and push it down. Oh, so nice. I'm going to put it down there and see if I can get any more off there. Little bit, just little bits of colour. And I'm going to add a little bit more to it as well. I'm so enjoying this. It's going to be such a shame to cover it up with bits and bobs, but we'll see some of it. We'll see some of it. So I've just inked it up again, and I'm going to just plonk it. Oops, plonk it down here. There we go. Yes, lovely. And just giving it another couple of presses just to get some of the ink off. But I just can't leave it. Let's put a bit more. There we go. That will do. And I'll give this a little dry off. There we go. It's very exciting doing my first journal page in this journal with you guys. Right. Oh, I think that's quite nicely done. There we go. Look at that, that hasn't come through at all on the other side. That's great. Right, let's put that ink out of the way for a minute. I know, Sylvia, I know, but I've said this a zillion times and I'll keep saying it. You would notice if you didn't do them. You know, if you didn't do them, it would be noticeable. Right, now. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I really like this. little circle thingamabob, and I am going to use it. So I'm just cutting around. You could always, if you've got a circle die, you could use that for these sort of circular images, but I'm not. I'm going rogue and just cutting out, because I know there's going to be lots of other things around it, so it's not the end of the world if it's not quite perfect. Right, so I've got that, which is just gorgeous. Oh, and look, I've got a little tuck spot there if I want it, which is quite nice. I do like that. Right, let's ink this. Oh, look at the time. Oh my goodness. It's nearly 10 to 8. I should get this put together, shouldn't I? I've just been having such a nice time. Right. There we go. Right, so I think I want to put that there, and I want to kind of tuck it a bit like that. And oh, she's got some water on her. I want her somewhere like that, as if she's gonna go off up that road at some point. So she can go like that. She needs a bit of inking as well, actually. I'm not going to get her all, but she needs a little bit of inking at least, because she is quite, her edges are quite stark. Oh, thank you, Kathy. They are, yeah, Britt, yeah, they are. They, you know, the Dylusions inks are not for the faint-hearted. They are wonderfully pigmented, and so she'll go there like that. I've got my leaves that I want to put around. Shall we start putting it together, and then we'll figure out what we want where? Yes, let's do that. I'm just going to cut out this butterfly, and then I can start putting it together, because I will do the leaves on foam pads, and that will give me a little bit of space to tuck things in. Let's carry on around here. Ba, 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 ba. I'm so sorry. I hadn't decided exactly what I was doing before the live, which is why I'd only prepared the leaves, because I knew I wanted to use the leaves, and I knew I wanted to do a journal page. I knew I wanted to use the old lady. But everything else was a bit sketchy. Right, let's get you cut. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, let's start putting things together. Let me grab my pads. Oh, no. Oh, there is something else I want to do before I do that as well. Let me grab. Where did I put that? I've just. I've just seen it. No, that's me. Hello. I'm an absolute mess tonight. I am totally. Oh, what a shame. Let me see what's going on with the camera. The camera is misbehaving. Oh, hello. Oh, honestly, thank you for bearing with me. What a palaver. What an absolute palaver. Right. I'm using foam pads to stick these leaves in place. And the main reason being is that it gives me little tuck spots that I can use to tuck other little bits and bobsies into it. So let's keep going. Oh no, we don't want to stick your feet in there, do we? Because we have plans for you, lady. Right, I'm not too fussed on using that one, but I do like that one. So, oh goodness me. There, let's get this done. So I'm just kind of encircling. Is that a word? Yes, it is. It is a word. Of course it's a word, Rachel. Encircling my design with my leaves. Oh, I might have to use that big one. Yeah, I will use that big one, and then I can always put the little ones in there. Oh, thanks, Wendy. I think the hat suits her too. I don't know why she doesn't have one, but she has now. So I'm just sticking these leaves on because I know that once they're on, I can stick things in underneath them and you know, it makes quite a nice little placement. Oh, I can see a bit of that foam pad. And just chop that off and put that on. And then I need, oh, I've left that on with scissors. Never mind. I won't worry about that right now. I want a little piece of foam pad though. For more haste, less speed. There, that's looking good. I like that. Right, let's take that out and put some glue on it. Oh, definitely so. I think so as well, David. I absolutely think so. Let's get that in there because I want that moon to be visible. And then I want her to go in here. She can, I don't want to lose too much of her. Oh, you see, now before we were rudely disturbed by my computer misbehaving, I was going to use the branch stencil to do, but do you know, I think it would have all been lost anyway because of these other bits I'm putting on. So it's not really the end of the world not to have it on there. So let's move that there. Let's put this. Love a butterfly. Can't resist a butterfly. There we go. And then I'm going to just, don't know what I've dropped there. Hopefully it's nothing too important. Just quickly hopefully getting a couple of mushrooms and a couple of pumpkins and a nice phrase. So, and I'm not worrying about how the bottom of the mushroom looks because I'm going to be tucking it into the leaves so you won't see it. So you can see now I've just been able to sort of very quickly cut that out. Where's my inky pad gone? I don't know, that's probably what fell on the floor. Actually, is the other one of these. Let's just give that a little bit of that, and then we want some glue. Are those leaves ephemera or stamps? Wendy, they are the leaf full stamps that I have stamped and cut out. So I played about with the inks earlier, and then so I made the background paper and then I stamped onto the background paper and then I cut them out. Not live, because you know this is tedious enough for you, isn't it? I don't need to torture you more. So there we go. Let's get that. And with all of these, if I was if I had the luxury of a little bit more time, I would add maybe a little bit of my own watercolouring to bring the colours in, because I really like doing that, just adding a little bit of watercolour or ink, or, you know, just making the colours all work together. So come on now, glue, behave. That's it. That's what we want. Let's tuck that one in behind there. Oh, I've got to have a pumpkin. And then we'll look for a little phrase to stick on here as well. That's what we're here for, Rachel, isn't it? Oh, David, that's really, really nice to hear. That's really nice to hear. What was the only taken to Hobby Maker this week? Ooh, on Wednesday. Ooh. I don't know, Mandy, are we allowed to say? Are we allowed to say? I've got something I can show if we're allowed to say. Right, I've got a pumpkin. I've never said pumpkin like that ever in my life. I don't know why that happened. Goodness. Oh, not to worry, Wendy. Not to worry. It's all good. I was honestly surprised anybody was here, because we should all be out making the most of this weather, because it's going to be all stormy, isn't it, after Tuesday? I think we've got storms and the tail end of the hurricane, and I don't know, all sorts of not so delightful weather is due. I might just do one more pumpkin because I can. But I love how this all of these different collections from different companies just work. They just work together. Go spill the beans. Tell us what Leonie goes. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, right. Okay, then. Okay, I will. Bear with me. Let me finish this and I will give you a spoiler. I'll have to go and grab it and show you. Right, let's have a look. Right, I'm going to put a pad on that one. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I should have trimmed that a bit better than I have. Let's get that little bit off there. And that one can go a bit more inking. A bit more inking. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, now that's an even number, sorry. So I need to do something about that because I can't deal with that being an even number. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to quickly do another mushroom. I can't. I don't like even numbers of things. It really bothers me a lot. Obviously, because I wouldn't be doing this if it didn't. Oh dear me, Rachel. Which includes Hidden Grove. Rachel's used. Oh. Go about this. No, don't go again. I know. Let's hope that the computer holds out. No, even if it pulls a sneaky one, I will make sure I give you a sneak peek. And I've got the actual things I can show you as well. They're really, really quite special. Right, glue. Right, let's look for a word and then we'll be done. Right. Come on now. I've picked up the glue that least wants to cooperate. Right, and then let's put I want that a little bit less than that actually. There, I can cope now because there's five things there, which is a nice odd number, and we like that. Right, let's get a phrase of some sort on here. Oh, I love how that's come together. I just love it. She just makes me so happy. I don't know what it is, but she's just joy, isn't she? She's just joy. Right. Let me have a look. What have I got to use as a word? I've got these Ciao Bella stickers. Let's have a look quickly and find something, and then I will give you the sneak peek. My path. And you've got that little, I quite like that. In fact, let's go with it. But I do like it in black more than I like it in white, I think. I don't know. Let's cut this one out. So I quite like that there. And I think I'm going to need to put something there, otherwise that's going to drive me mad as well. But yeah, let's do that there. Yeah, absolutely. She's got none, Lucy. Right, let's put... Oh, now, the problem with the dark is that you don't see much of it unless it's on the light. So that's going there, which is a bit of a strange place for it, but I quite like it. My path will be filled with joy and loveliness. That's for sure. Right, I'm going to leave her here a minute doing her thing, and I'll get you something pretty to look at for what's coming on Wednesday. Bear with me. Right there. Let's show you some nice things. Right, bear with. I'm going to climb around the other side of my table a minute. So if you hear any noises, it's a craft lunch. But don't fret, I'll be fine. Because I'll be among my favourite things. Although it's a little bit of a craft lunch actually, but it'll be okay. Alright, so right, I'm coming. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Camera, stay on just for a bit longer, please. Right. Phew. So we've finished old Winifred with with nothing to no, I can't repeat that, but I do like it and I do think it's true. And I love her. She just makes me happy. Right, let me show you what's coming on Wednesday. Right, are you ready for this? Unfortunately, my light's gone on this. I need to put a new battery in it, but this does light up actually. But this, can you see it? This, let me bring the light over a little bit there. There you go, you can see. This in the background is done with a dye. And these are dyes from Martina. And the dye in the background of that one is this one. Excuse the mess of them, but they have been used. So that's this one there with the little mushroom house and the flowers, and it's just a beautiful dye. I must get some more batteries for it. My granddaughter keeps that beside her bed, so that's why I had to go and grab it. And then there's this one with the boats on, which is rather beautiful. And I can show you something I've done with that as well. It's not finished, but I cast it with some air dry clay, and I've just cut out. You can see there's the mould. I've just cut out some of the elements from the mould because I used hearty clay, so I was able to cut it really easily just with a pair of scissors. And I just think that's going to be a really nice element on a page or on a card or something. And I cut these little feathery bits out as well. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I think it's really cute. And then the other one is this one here with the butterflies, and I haven't got anything of that here at the moment. But again, these are all elements, even though it's a whole piece, you can cut these elements out and use them for other things. And this one I love. I want to get the stamp of this one. This is like a rainbow with little houses and a tree. And I've cut off bits from this as well. I've got this as a little house, the little house that's on here with the little dangly bit sitting on a cloud. And then I've also cut out the little fir tree so that I can make my own little, I don't know, can you see they're so tiny? But I can make my own little bits with that. So that's what's coming Wednesday. And they are blooming gorgeous. And Martina, her designs are just amazing. And there is a stamp to match this one. And I think there's a stamp to match this one as well, actually. So, but they are really, really lovely. So there we go. Now the tea has been spilled. Yes, David has done some amazing things with these. I wonder if you could post them in the group, David, so everyone can see, because you've done some stunning things. Oh, look, I'm obsessed with pulling this off here now, aren't I? Oh, dear me. Right, well, thank you, Kathy. I've had a lovely time. It's been really nice seeing everybody. And, you know, I mean, obviously, cyber seeing everybody, as you do. Yeah, it's been really nice. And thank you for sticking with me with all my my camera shenanigans. I've I can't believe it. I can't. Of all the days that I would have wanted to have been seen by anybody, it was not today. I can. It's so funny. But thank you so much, and well, I'll see you again at some point in the future soon. I hope. So take care. Good night. Bye bye.